Israel is a very key ally in all of this, especially the reason why they decided to do a joint attack from both sides. Therefore, Benjamin Netanyahu is a key advisor to the US as to how to go about this. Do you think who has the strong arm here? Because you're saying that, Trump is losing patience, but really and truly, isn't he taking also key advice from Benjamin Netanyahu as how to go about this military source of action? And we are still here, even to this day, with no agreement at the end, and Iran is still in its particular position, which Trump keeps saying that they shouldn't have any nuclear weapons, but things have not changed. What will bring the change then?
Okay, so it's true that there's very close coordination politically, militarily, and this was a very coordinated action at the beginning from February 28. But then the politics diverges because the interests are different. The Israeli population, for example, the north of Israel, still can't go back to their homes. Even today, the only kids that go to school are schools with fortified bomb shelters. So any leader of Israel, whether Netanyahu or anyone else, wants their children to be able to go to school and doesn't want missiles raining down. And even last night, there were infiltrations by the Houthis, which are an Iranian proxy from Yemen. There were missiles fired from there on the south of Israel and from Hezbollah on the north. And because Donald Trump ordered, because he's calling the shots, Israel and Netanyahu not to respond, Israel didn't respond. But Netanyahu is under a lot of political pressure. There are elections coming up. He's on pressure from both left and right in Israel, who say Israel is not a vassal state. It shouldn't just take orders from the United States. And which other country will just sit there and allow itself to be bombed all the time? That's not to say Israel should foolishly respond, but there are divergences of interest. Trump, he has the World Cup starting, he has the 250th celebrations of the United States, he has midterms. He just wants to wrap it up, declare victory, whether or not there's really victory, and kick the can down the road. The Iranian regime will wait until Trump leaves office in 2 years. They'll still be in power, and they'll still wish to.
Well, then, Mr. Gross, thank you so much for that, because that's very interesting. Then, in that sense, this should have never have happened. In that sense, nothing should have started, because if you're not going to end in a better position, if you're not going to end in a better position where you've been able to overthrow a government, make sure they no longer take uranium as a nuclear program, but you're saying, Trump wants to end it and should show that he has victory very quickly.
It depends look, we have to wait and see. Maybe Trump, he claims to be an amazing deal maker. Maybe he will get a fantastic deal that will make the Iranian regime liberalize and be more peaceful to its Arab neighbors, everybody else. Maybe. But right now, as of today, it doesn't look that optimistic. Right. And I would agree with you that this war would not have been a success for America and for Israel, but I'd only say I don't think this is Israel's decision. It is Trump who is, to answer your previous question, who is in control here, not Netanyahu.
Yeah, no, definitely.